Hello, dear listeners, and welcome back to another episode of our podcast. Today, we're going to delve into a topic that affects us all, but is often overlooked: the impact of stress on our eating habits and how we can combat this through mindful eating. Stress, as we all know, is an inevitable part of life. It's our body's natural response to any kind of demand or threat. When we're stressed, our bodies go into fight or flight mode, releasing a surge of adrenaline to prepare us for immediate action. But what happens when this stress becomes chronic? What happens when our bodies are constantly in this heightened state of alertness? One of the most common yet overlooked effects of chronic stress is its impact on our eating habits. Stress can lead to both overeating and undereating. Some people may find themselves reaching for comfort foods, often high in sugar and fat, while others may lose their appetite altogether. This can lead to a vicious cycle of unhealthy eating habits, weight gain or loss, and increased stress levels. So why does this happen? When we're stressed, our bodies release a hormone called cortisol. Cortisol increases our appetite and may also ramp up our motivation in general, including the motivation to eat. Once a stressful episode is over, cortisol levels should fall, but if the stress doesn't go away, or if a person's stress response gets stuck in the on position, cortisol may stay elevated, leading to continued cravings for comfort foods. Now, let's talk about mindful eating. Mindful eating is a practice that develops our awareness of eating habits and allows us to pause between our triggers and our actions. It's about paying full attention to the experience of eating and drinking, both inside and outside the body. It's about noticing the colors, smells, flavors, and textures of your food, chewing slowly, getting rid of distractions like TV or reading, and learning to cope with guilt and anxiety about food. So how can we use mindful eating to combat stress eating? Firstly, it's important to recognize your triggers. Are you actually hungry, or are you eating in response to stress or emotions? If it's the latter, try to find other ways to cope with these feelings. This could be through exercise, meditation, or talking to a friend. Secondly, try to eat slowly and without distraction. This allows you to really listen to your body and recognize when you're full. It also allows you to fully enjoy and appreciate your food. Thirdly, try to eat a balanced diet. This doesn't mean you can't ever have comfort foods, but try to balance these out with plenty of fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. These foods are not only healthier, but they can also help to regulate your mood and energy levels. Lastly, be kind to yourself. It's okay to have bad days. It's okay to slip up. What's important is that you recognize these slip-ups and use them as a learning experience. Remember, mindful eating is not a diet or a set of strict rules. It's about developing a healthier, more mindful relationship with food. In conclusion, stress can have a significant impact on our eating habits, but through mindful eating, we can learn to combat these effects and develop a healthier relationship with food. It's not always easy, and it's not a quick fix, but with time and practice, it can make a big difference. Thank you for joining me today, dear listeners. I hope this episode has given you some food for thought and some strategies to help you on your journey towards mindful eating. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other.